Good morning. This was posted on one of the Substacks we really like, Gold and Geopolitics. The Bapco refinery in Bahrain, that's Bahrain's only refinery, was hit by drones and shut down. A 90-year-old refinery taken out for the cost of a Honda Civic. And that's a very healthy way to read all these headlines coming out of the Middle East now. The Shahed drones launched by Iran cost around $30,000 to $50,000 to build and put into the sky. That refinery refines over 400,000 barrels of oil per day. It was recently expanded, and that expansion significantly increased Bahrain's refinery output last year. And now it's gone. The biggest refinery in the Middle East is the one in the UAE, run by ADNOC. Another drone, which cost about the same as a used F-150 pickup, shut down that plant, which refines over 900,000 barrels of oil a day. It's the central hub for the entire country's energy complex. 2 drones and over 1 million barrels of oil a day go offline. Oil is over $100 a barrel. So Iran spent maybe $100,000 on some drones one time to take down 2 refineries processing over $100 million worth of crude oil every day. The world's busiest international hub for air travel is Dubai Airport. A handful of drones hit there. On 16 March, a drone with the book value of a 10-year-old BMW crashed into a fuel depot. 65 flights were diverted to 34 airports, including 22 flights to nowhere, whatever that means. Then the government of Dubai announced that their airports were closed to foreign airlines until further notice. A drone strike on the American embassy in Iraq, with explosions heard near the diplomatic compound. 3 more drones were launched at another diplomatic facility near Baghdad Airport. That prompted a security alert issued by the U.S. Embassy Baghdad on 17 March. U.S. citizens should leave Iraq now. The international zone is closed. Do not attempt to come to the embassy in Baghdad or to the consulate in Erbil, because the U.S. government has a limited ability to provide emergency services to U.S. citizens in Iraq. Do not travel to Iraq for any reason. If you're there now, get out now. That's not easy because the airspace is closed, but land borders are open. Generally, expect long delays. If that all sounds very discouraging, this might help us feel better. The President and the State Department have no higher priority than the safety and security of American citizens. What was the cost to the Iranians of all this chaos and carnage? Just those 3 examples maybe cost them $300,000. But consider all the damage there. Major refineries taken offline, the world's largest international airport shut down, the U.S. Embassy closed, and American citizens in Iraq trying to find Uber drivers heading toward Jordan or Turkey. We know that it's untold billions and billions of dollars in lost oil sales and airline revenues, which are rising every day those refineries are down and the ships can't move, and incalculable damage to American prestige now that it's known that we cannot defend our own diplomatic stations. This asymmetry is extreme. It's a rhetorical question, given that the cost to manufacture these drones is $50,000 at the most, and the cost to intercept them is 20 or more times that. Why do we bother to shoot them down at all? And this is why. Multi-billion-dollar assets, oil refineries, pipelines, airports, desalination plants, ports and harbor facilities. They're sitting ducks. And officials in Washington and Tel Aviv who remind us that Iran's navy was sunk on the first day. Iran's air force was destroyed in the first hour. None of that matters. Because it used to be that you did need an air force to blow up another country's oil refineries. You did need a navy to attack another country's ports. Now you just need $50,000. This is Hunan. Be good.
You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine before men, so they see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. Love your neighbor